Hi everyone, I'm Sugandha and you're watching Ready with HR. I hope you're well and you are looking forward to these sessions. Today we are going to discuss HR course module 7 session 2. This is workforce planning, forecasting future staffing needs. In the last session we covered workforce planning introduction, which was module 7 session 1. And if I talk about recap, what we have completed till now, then it is we have completed module 1 to module 6, starting from what is HRM. Then we did basic elements in detail. We started basic elements in detail from module 2, that was recruitment and selection, then training and development. Then, yes, performance management. After that, compensation and benefits. Module 6 was employee relations. Okay, so we have covered all this. And yes, in the last session we covered about what is workforce planning. That was an introduction session. So we discussed about workforce planning in HRM, objectives of workforce planning, key components of workforce planning, and benefits of effective workforce planning. Now from today we are going to start key components of workforce planning, and first is forecasting future staffing needs. So make sure to subscribe this channel towards the end if you feel like, and do hit that cute notification bell icon so that you could get my updates later on as well. If you need these sessions, you can check the pinned comment. You will find all the series. There are several sessions. I have other 2 channels also, Ready to Get Update and Ready to Upskill. You can check sessions on those channel also. Okay, and if you are well versed in Hindi language, you can check those sessions so you could get videos from there also. So let's get started with this. Forecasting future staffing needs in HRM. You can say this is the key step in workforce planning. Why? Because it involves predicting number and type of employees an organization will require in the future to achieve its business objectives. Now, don't get puzzled by this number and type of employees, because this word alone, number and type of employees, do not define the forecasting future staffing needs properly. Okay, we will be discussing about this. Now, the task is HR carries out this analysis by studying what? By studying business plans, expansion strategies, attrition trends, technological changes, industry conditions, and lot of other things, etc. So this cannot be done like, okay, we are counting how many people we need in certain departments, and yes, okay, this counting is over. We need to consider lot of things while analyzing this, while analyzing the number and type of employees. So never talk about, okay, jobs are not there, or never say there are a lot of jobs, because it's easy to interpret that, okay, there are a lot of jobs available and jobs are not there in the market. Why I'm saying this? Because see, you need to see the business plans, expansion strategies of a particular organization, attrition trends, then is technological changes and industry conditions. We all know AI is here and how the hiring trends are changing on daily basis. Okay, so accurate forecasting helps organizations avoid last minute hiring or skill shortages, overstaffing, and high recruitment cost. Now you might be thinking how it's possible to do accurate forecasting. No, it's not accurate. Yes, it's always approximate. Accurate is when we are sitting, we will be analyzing lots and lots of things, we will be collecting lots of data, and we will come to certain conclusion, and we will say, okay, this is nearest to accurate. So that will be approximate actually. Fine. Okay, let's move on to the next. How HR forecast staffing needs. Now, HR considers multiple factors, such as I talk about business growth or expansion plans. We will be discussing about this based on industry and based on different type of problems and challenges industries face. Next is new product or service launches, employee turnover and retirement rates, industry and market trends, technological advancements, and automation. So based on this data, HR decides, or the people doing this analysis, it's very it will be vague to say only HR does this, because there is a proper team of lot of people who are specialized in different fields who do this, who actually perform this task of forecasting future needs. It's not only HR. Fine. So they decide how many people with what skills and by when they are required. So let's understand this with the example based on industry, that how we can analyze based on different industries. First is IT and software industry. Now see, a software company plans to launch a new cloud-based product within the next year. Now you can take your industry example, your organization example, and you can analyze the situations, how things will go. Now, HR analysis. Increased workload for what? For development and testing, obviously. Next is need for specialized skills like cloud computing and cyber security. Fine. And yes, 2, 3, 4 more. This is just an example. So forecast would be HR plans to hire additional software developers, QA testers, and cloud engineers 6 months before the product launch to meet deadlines, and maybe 1 or 2 years, because this is very hypothetical to say that okay, it will be done within 6 months or so. When we plan things on paper, when we document it, when we analyze actual things, how others are doing, how market is doing, how my competitors are doing, and how it should be done, then we need to take extra time also. So not only 6 months, it could be 9 months, it could be 12 months, or 1.5 year as well. Now, next is retail industry. Now, see, a retail chain plans to expand by opening 10 new stores across multiple cities. Now, what they're planning to open 10 new stores in multiple cities, across multiple cities. Now, each store requires sales executives, we all know, store managers, cashiers, warehouse staff, okay, or maybe other people as well. Now, seasonal demand during festive sales. Seasonal demand will be there during festive sales, so we need to accommodate that also, because retail item, we all know there are thousands of retail items. So HR forecast bulk hiring of sales staff and store managers along with temporary staff for peak seasons. Okay, now this temporary staff, how we will do the hiring and process, that we have already discussed in earlier sessions, module 2, recruitment and selection. Fine. Next is manufacturing industry. Now, a manufacturing company introduces a new automated production line. Now, we all know that when new automated production line is there, then there will be reduced requirement for manual labor. That's very common. Now, increased demand for technically skilled machine operators and maintenance engineers. Now, here we can plan that yes, few machine operators, technically skilled machine operators we have hired, and few people from labor who are, you can say, technically qualified, we can keep them, and they can work with the skilled machine operators, and later on they can learn also. So this way we can manage this. So forecast could be like HR plans workforce restructuring by hiring automation technicians and engineers while retraining existing employees. Okay, that's what I explained, that we can retrain existing employees. It's not like we will fire every employee, every manual labor. Okay, next is healthcare industry. A hospital plans to add new specialty departments such as cardiology and oncology. Okay, now departments could be any, I have just given an example. So what can be the analysis? Now, compliance with healthcare staffing regulations, that is mandatory. What all regulations should be there as per these departments, we have to maintain this. So what we need for specialized medical professionals, and this is strictly to be followed, because there are few areas where you can't compromise. Okay, so here we have to hire specialized medical professionals. We are introducing special departments, so we have to hire specialized people for that. Now, so definitely forecast will be hiring of specialist doctors, nurse, lab technicians, support staff to ensure quality patient care. Okay, now let's talk about education industry. Now, see, a private university plans to introduce new professional courses in, you can say, data science and artificial intelligence. Now, requirement for qualified faculty with industry experience, increased student intake. Okay, so forecast could be HR plans recruitment of subject matter experts, visiting professors, lab assistants, and academic counselors before the academic session begins. Now, obviously, they are mandatory. Why? Because subject matter experts we need. We can't learn everything by our own self. People who are fast learners, they have learned already, we can hire them, we can keep them as visiting professors, and they can train our current professors, current people, current employee working. Okay, now next, what are the benefits of this staff forecasting? Now, it ensures uninterrupted business operations. Definitely, if we have forecasted approximate, then there will be less interruption, you can say. Reduces emergency hiring and recruitment cost. It improves workforce productivity. It helps in succession and talent planning as well. We discussed about succession planning in last session as well, and we will be having a complete session on this succession planning. Aligns HR strategy with business goals. So all these benefits are there if we are planning for accurate staff forecasting. You can say approximate staff forecasting. So let's conclude with this. Forecasting future staffing needs enables HR to shift from the reactive hiring to proactive workforce planning. Why we are saying reactive hiring? Emergency. Okay, so we have to react to that hiring. And what we can do proactive workforce planning. We can already plan all these things. Now, by anticipating manpower requirements across different industries, HR ensures that organizations remain competitive, efficient, and prepared for future growth. Okay, so yes, this was all in forecasting future staffing needs. Next, we will be discussing analyzing current workforce, how to analyze current workforce. This was forecasting future staffing needs. Now we will analyze our current workforce. Okay, so if it's helpful, please do let me know in the comment section. Till next video, all the very best. To stay happy, stay safe. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.